Hello everyone, it's Sagrannus back here again with another Sagrannus Gaming Plays World of Warship video. So, coming up today we've got our usual news that we like to cover, including some news on the Legacy of the Void Collector's Edition. We've got some info on ZergID, a MMO social networking site, and we're going to look at a ship we've never looked at before. So, let's get into it. What ship are we looking at? Well, we're looking at the US Navy's Erie. It's the Tier 1 cruiser. Now, a few things. One, it's not actually a ship. It was classified as a gunboat. What else is there to say? There were two of them, and interestingly, it's the youngest ship in the first 5 tiers of cruisers for the US Navy. This one was launched in 1936. The first ship to be younger than that in the cruiser tree for the US Navy, anyway, is the Cleveland, which came in 1942. Everything else in the tiers 2 to 5, in the US Navy are older ships than the Erie. I'm going to guess that this is probably because there was nothing really that worked as a Tier 1 introductory cruiser. So, what have I done with this ship? Well, I have upgraded its guns, and that's all because they used to have a hull upgrade, which was removed as of the 5.0.1, not 0.5.0.1 update. So, this is it is now a prestige ship essentially because, well, not prestige, but it's an elite veteran ship because I've got the replacement. I've bought the replacements for it. But we're going to take it out because I just want to show you this fun little tug. And it's actually not a bad looking ship, to be honest. I'm going to be really cruel because I'm probably going to be playing up against most of the beginners, because most of the beginners are sailing on this, though you occasionally see some vets playing in little ships just for fun. So we're going to dive right into a battle. I've chucked some camo on it so it's harder to hit me. So, I will talk about ZergID at the very end of the video especially, but I just want to sort of bring it up. It was a piece of information raised with me by a PR group, and it's quite a cool idea. I'm going to do a piece on at the end of this video, but basically it's a social networking site purely for MMO players, and I thought, well, this is the MMO I play, so I'll, show you here. I'm having trouble finding people to actually fight with. We may be talking about the news through the loading screen. And so what it does is it doesn't just have your account, but it actually lists your IJN, your Internet Gaming name. It has your characters and things from your various MMOs and the levels. And basically it's it's going to help with matchmaking. It's going to make things a lot more fun. You can get to know people who have similar gaming interests to you. So it sounds like a really great idea, and I will talk about it a bit more later on. So while we wait for this battle, hopefully we don't get to the 5 minutes, well, I shall talk about the news. As always, this news was sourced from various larger reporting groups, and you can obviously check them out by typing in things like IGN or GameSpot onto your Google. So, first news, PS4 is going to be getting a $50 drop in price in North America. This may just be to make it more competitively priced. Who knows, but it is getting a price drop, and you can check out more news like that online. The Xbox One news is that the controllers will actually be eventually supporting button matching, so you can set your own keys and things, essentially like you can on a PC, as you have been able to do on a PC for a very, very long time. What else? Titanfall has actually hit its 1 million sales milestone. It has been out for quite a while before it's got there. It wasn't a big rush of success that some people thought it would be initially, but congratulations to them anyway. But more importantly, and I'll talk about that in a minute, because we've got to talk about something else first before I get onto Legacy of the Void. This. In the latest update, we've got quick messages, which literally means you press an F key, function key, and you say something. And it's a bit of a gimmick, and it doesn't go well because people always forget which button's which. And anyway, it just turns into people annoying the hell out of each other. So we're going up against no battleships, of course, because this is a Tier 1-2 match. 1 destroyer per side, Samsons each, and lots of Eries, Hashidates, and Chesters and things. So this is my Erie. Isn't it a handsome little chap? For its time, it was actually quite heavily armed.
Good show.
As you can see, the gimmick is already kicking off, and I'm going to have to add.
I'm not able to help you. All stations.
Yeah,
I require
it's such an
immediate assistance.
irritating gimmick, and I don't know why they did it. So yeah, actually a little handsome little gunboat. It was actually involved in Spain at one point during the whole Franco thing. So the more you know. Obviously, it's quite small and not very fast. It is a tier 1. I mean, look how tiny it is compared to, say, the Cleveland I'm usually chugging around in. And we're basically at full pelt now at 20.7 knots. That's slower than anything, well, most of the ships in the Japanese battleship line that I've had anyway. So, yeah, it's not exactly a corkingly fast ship. But it doesn't need to be, because it's never going to go up against anything massively bigger than it. I mean, you'll be lucky to even see it go up against the St. Louis. So it can hold its own speed-wise. It's quite small. I've made it even harder to hit. Obviously, it has no special abilities. Who's following me? Have I got another Erie following me? No, Hashidate, which is the Japanese equivalent, the tier 1. What else is on the battlefield? Well, we've got Chikumas and Chesters. They are the tier 2s for the 2 factions. Well, the Warships news, of course, to cover. Well, we better cover that, eh? Let's see. Get him. And that wasn't a good shot. The Soviet and German cruiser lines have been announced. There was a bit of discussion on... As you can see, this is a very agile ship. I can turn it quite easily. Yes, as I say, I'm not hitting well. That's embarrassing. They've announced the new cruiser lines. They haven't announced the release date as yet, but needless to say, I'm quite excited about it. There's some really great ships in there, very interesting ones, and I'm actually really looking forward. I switched to high explosive for this. This is going to be really embarrassing. I'm looking forward to the German cruiser line particularly. I think it'll be a great deal of fun. So we'll be checking that out as we go.
Negative. Requesting fire support.
Oh my god. Let's see if we can get some decent hits in this. Chester. Let's not get stuck on an island, eh? Incapacitated him. I'm afraid I may be about to give someone a really easy kill. If they can hit me. Come on, guys. You need to hit me once more. There we go. Well, I think we're just going to have to cover another tier 1 ship, aren't we? That's no worries. So as you might notice, the Erie is very agile. That's about all it's got going for it. So, what's the other tier 1 we're going to look at? Well, of course, we're going to look at the Japanese equivalent, the Hashidate. Which is a bit different. Different layout of guns. 2 double turrets rather than 4 singles. And we'll just grab the free commander, and we're going to update the guns to the top tech. So, not much different really. This ship was launched in 1940, so it's even younger, and it was once again a gunboat. So, let's take her out. So, yeah, as I said, I'm looking forward to the German ships. I'm looking forward to the Soviet ships. Probably the German more. I think they'll be probably the more interesting ones, at least for me. Though if you watch the trailers, it seems that Wargaming would like you to think that the Russian ships are significantly better. As a historian, I'd like to point out that there would be absolutely no bias to the Slavic state or a Russian developer. or a partially Russian developer, favouring Russian ships in their promos. Anyway, there's heaps of conspiracy theories on that, but I'm just going to point out that there may be a bias. Anyway, Legacy of the Void news, which I hinted on, it's about the Collector's Edition. So we now know what's going to be in the Collector's Edition. There'll be a 2-disc behind-the-scenes thing with about an hour of content, Blu-ray and DVD. A 174-page field manual, which by the sound of it is actually going... This is a very small battle. Is actually going to be... it looks a bit like an art book, so that'll be quite interesting. The 21-track OST will come with it, and you get special content for all of your latest Blizzard games. You'll get something for WoW, something for StarCraft 2, something for Diablo 3, including a little probe pet, stuff for Hearthstone 2, stuff for Heroes of the Storm. Of course, there is a price to pay for this, isn't there? Oh, yes. In the US, Australian prices haven't been announced yet, though you can probably work it out roughly. Based on the US, where you should pay a hell of a lot more. The US price, standard edition will be $40. The collector's edition will be $80. Yes, it'll be twice the price. So, this is the Hashidate. I'm probably saying that wrong, and I'm sorry. I don't think it's as good looking as the Erie, but it's much the same. It's small, it's not particularly fast, and it's not particularly strong. What it is a nice introduction to World of Warships. So, the fun thing on this map is going to be finding anyone to shoot, because, yeah, that's not very many people. Oh, and just for my foul-mouthed friends out there, you want to know what that last one sounds like? That last quick message? Ready for it?
White-livered squid.
Yeah. I've also heard Stone the Crows. I also wish that there was a button for just a loud scream. Yeah, like a Wilhelm scream over the radio. And I'd press that every time I sank my ship, which would be more regular.
Good luck and fair seas. Son of a gun.
Oh, it's such a bad gimmick. Oh, it's terrible. So, other things I was going to ask, and I should have opened with this for those viewers who don't necessarily make it all the way through one of my videos. I'm trying to work out what new content to do. Obviously, something is going to be vanishing from my content list, and something is going to be added. And, well, I would like to offer the opportunity for my audience to give their opinion on what they'd like to see. That was probably a bit ambitious of a shot. Oh no, got him. Well, got where he was. You have the option of me doing some RimWorld videos, which is a great game I've written a review on for its Alpha 12 stage. Oh dear, let's get out of here. Or I could do some videos of Divinity Dragon Commander by Larian, which is a great game, which everyone should play. And it really is completely up to my audience. Whichever one gets the most comments in this video, or the rest of the videos this week anyway, will be the one that I make the videos of. So please, 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 let me know. Just going to go through now. Japanese ships tend to be slow on the turn of the guns. Ooh, nice shooting. You missed me though. Our other crews will have to get him. But yeah, RimWorld, which is a survival strategy story game, essentially overhead. You know, controlling survivors, building up a colony, trying to get off the planet you crashed on. Or Dragon Commander, which is a partly RPG. Sink him. Got him. Partially RPG, partially real-time strategy, partly turn-based strategy. Sort of like Total War, perhaps, but with more RPG and perhaps less emphasis on the real-time strategy side of things. So those are the videos, the two games I'm considering for our next little bit. Oh, go away, Erie. I'm going to go down for this. But yeah, those are the two options we've got available. They will work out the similar length to, say, the Neverwinter Nights videos, being about half an hour in length. So, whichever you'd be more interested in playing, I'm really not fussed which we do, but I would like your input, so please comment in below RimWorld or Divinity Dragon Commander. Both by great developers, both fantastic games, well worth playing, so I won't mind. As for programming for this week, while we've got this video, there will be a video on the Tier 2 ships, or one of them, and there will be our Neverwinter Nights video. So please let me know what you would like to see in the future for Sagrannus Gaming. So, don't take me doing better in this ship as proof of this being the better Tier 1. They're pretty much the same ship. Although you have more control over how many shots you send off at a certain target with the Erie. Really, it's probably more that I'm A, we're not being swarmed, and B, the Erie gave me time to actually get the feel back for Tier 1s, which I played very differently to Tier 6 ships, and we won. That's the thing. So, hold on to your horses, because coming up now is a little bit of a chat about the ZergID MMO social networking site. Thanks for watching this bit of the video. Stay tuned in and see what happens next. Thanks, guys. The following information comes directly from the ZergID press release. ZergID, the social network for MMO gamers, has blown past the 500,000 user milestone after less than 1 year in public beta. During the same period, ZergID users have added more than 750,000 in-game characters to their profiles. Developed to specifically target the needs of MMORPG players, ZergID gives users access to a multitude of tools to make organisation and communication with fellow MMORPG fans much easier, while optionally maintaining the anonymity their favourite genre provides. New features are on the horizon for ZergID users. Coming later this year, users will be able to employ a matchmaking feature to discover people at similar ranks and levels in the same games that they play, enabling users to easily form parties or teams and schedule events. Through its recent acquisition of OpenRaid, ZergID will gain tools that provide ZergID users with much more detailed information regarding who will be attending events in World of Warcraft. This feature will expand in 2016 to cover other popular games including League of Legends, Guild Wars 2 and Heroes of the Storm. Also coming to ZergID is a streamlined process for adding characters to users' accounts. ZergID will log in with Battle.net, so all World of Warcraft characters associated with a specific account can be imported automatically to their ZergID profiles. ZergID plans to work on expanding this streamlined process to other popular MMOs. With many popular YouTubers, Twitch streamers and guilds discovering ZergID, including SivHD, Method, Skydoes Minecraft, and Limit Gaming, the social network is becoming one of the fastest growing methods for connecting with gaming personalities and guilds. This past year has been one of immense growth and excitement, and we're going to keep the ball rolling, said Alex Albrecht, co-founder of ZergID. Thanks to the upcoming improvements we're adding to ZergID, connecting with people who share your love and passion for MMOs will be easier than ever, added Shanna Roberts-Saar, VP of Operations. ZergID will be exiting open beta in 2016. This press release was sent to me by the Bowl Company, who are a PR company representing ZergID. I hope it's intrigued you. Check it out online. I've been Sagrannus. I'll see you next time. Bye.